Hello again, high school football fans, and welcome to the Arkansas Sports Network's Game of the Week. Tonight, the Arkansas Sports Network is back in Elkins as the Ozark Hillbillies travel to Elkins to take on the Elks. If you're enjoying the Arkansas Sports Network, feel free to give us a share, like, and subscribe to us on Facebook and YouTube. Don't forget to tell your friends and family about the Arkansas Sports Network's Game of the Week. Tonight's game is being brought to you by Arkansas Tech University. By Heirloom Legal Services. By D3 Auto Sales. And by the Arkansas Army National Guard. Now let's send it out to Joe Bunch Jr. Memorial Field for all of the action.
Well, hello and welcome to the Arkansas Sports Network Game of the Week. And yes, we are back at Elkins. We've got a massive matchup tonight in the conference of 1-4A and really in 4A overall. The number one seed in the conference is likely on the line tonight as the Elkins Elks host the Ozark Hillbillies. We've got a great crew here tonight as we get ready to bring you yet another Game of the Week. And, man, we are excited about this one. I think we've got an opportunity to have a really, really good game. Brad Caldwell, Bill Harshaw joining me on the color along with production. It's been a while.
It's been a while, Brad. It has been a while since I pushed buttons and talked on the mic. But, hey, it's going to be a fun night. It's been a great atmosphere here in Elkins. They've had a lot of activities going on before the game. And, you know, this is what home field advantage is all about, Brad.
Absolutely. And Elkins does have the home field advantage for what is really, you know, you look at this battle between Elkins and Ozark, and we've got a flyover, I believe. Oh, no, we got a parachuter coming in. Check that out. Bringing in the game ball, I believe. And pretty cool deal here. They're putting on a show here at Elkins tonight. They're ready to go. They've created a wonderful atmosphere here for the Elkins Elks. It is a phenomenal place to be, and Ozark stepping into a very tough position tonight, having to come into this place and win, but they're capable of doing it.
Definitely, and both of these teams rolled convincingly last week against their opponents. Both of these teams are fighting for conference seeding, wanting that conference championship, and it's probably going to come down to tonight, Brad.
It could, and we still got Gentry and Gravett are still pretty much in the mix. You've still got Lincoln mathematically in the mix as well, but really it feels like that these two teams are the top and the cream of the crop when it comes to the 1-4A. Ozark playing in the 1-4A for the first time in football. I think they've moonlighted in basketball a time or two, but this is the first time. Ozark is mainly down in the River Valley area in the 4-4A. They've been down there for years and years and years. Elkins has been a 3A school for many years. They still play 3A basketball and 3A everything, but
hey,
football.
One,
wow.
We got another one coming in.
Man, we need to get the memo on this stuff.
I'm telling you, man, we could have had all kinds of fun stuff set up for this one.
My goodness. So anyway, it's going to be a great one. We're going to go to a quick break. When we come back, we're going to have Elkins Elks, Ozark Hillbillies. Make sure that you share this out. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Like us on Facebook, because we've got all kinds of stuff coming this week. We'll talk about that in a little bit.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it, because first is who we are.
D3 Auto Sales in Ozark, a name you've come to know, is the Arkansas winner of the Quality Dealer Award and Top 5 Dealer in the Nation by the NIADA.
Hey, I'm Dare Saul. Thank you to all of our loyal customers who's made D3 Auto Sales the #1 used independent in the state of Arkansas. Customer service and community has always been our main focus here at D3. Why are we different? It's our people, and our vehicles look different. Your color, your style, your financing. Call me now, D3 Auto Sales in Ozark.
Back here on the Arkansas Sports Network, all the festivities are almost over here as we are getting ready to bring you action here in the 1-4A. Got my man Bill joining me
Making
here
me look
on
short
camera.
over here, man.
No
Making
kidding.
me look short.
I know
it's,
you're
it's
not
the camera
that.
angle.
It's
the
gotta
camera
be
angle.
because you're not that much shorter than I am. I mean, I might be a little taller, but it just seems like that's probably a little much. But anyway, I'll tell you one thing. I need a little more cord.
A little
for
bit
this.
more cord might be helpful. It's hanging out there. So.
Absolutely. So, Bill, let's talk a little bit about this one. Elkins, fantastic place to play a football game. They have set things up. They've got a great atmosphere here. What do you think it's going to take for Elkins to win this ball game tonight?
I think Elkins is going to have to out-physical the physical performers. You know, Ozark is known for being that physical team. They have a lot of speed. Elkins, likewise, has a lot of speed. And so it's going to come down to the speed of Elkins, the physicality of Ozark. One of those is going to give. Will the speed win out or will the physicality win out? That's what we're going to find out tonight.
I think we're going to see a lot of points on the board tonight. I think these are two high-powered offenses, and I really think that this has got the ability to be a fantastic ball game. You don't want to miss it. We're going to go ahead. We're going to go to one quick break, and when we come back, we've got Elkins Elks, Ozark Hillbillies. Give us a minute. Let us resituate. We'll be back in a moment.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Ozark won the toss to further option to the second half. They're going to be kicking off. Elkins going to get the opportunity here to start the offense off. We're getting ready again for one of the premier games in the state of Arkansas right here as Ozark, it kicks off to Elkins. Elkins receives the kick. Coming off to the right side, cuts up the field, gets across the 25. Looks like about the 27-yard line is where we're going to start. Caden Huey, defensive back, a cornerback, taking that one, and here we go. I feel like we're going to see very quick movement to start this one for Elkins.
I think that's what Elkins needs to do. Come out and set the tempo of this game and let Ozark know this is what kind of football game we want to play. We're going to find out what Elkins wants to do right here.
A name to watch out for right now is going to be Deshaun Chairs lined up in the slot. They've got a funky formation out there with Chairs in the slot alongside with Aiden Williams. Williams had a fantastic game when we were here against Gravett the other night. He was everywhere. Defensively, offensively, he was right there. We got a little bit of a stoppage in play here.
They're working on fixing the clock. It's only a few minutes, a few seconds sort of ran off of it. They got 30 seconds off of it.
And we're going to just play it.
We'll just play it.
So it's shifting to the left for Elkins. Ball's handed off to Chairs. Chairs goes around the end. He's got the speed. He's got the quickness. He's around the end. He's going to go all the way to the 30, to the 20, to the 10, 5, touchdown. First play of the game, Deshaun Chairs with a touchdown.
My goodness.
74 yards, Deshaun Chairs, first play of the ball game.
My goodness, Brad. That's what we were talking about. Who's going to set the pace for this game? Who's going to be able to say, hey, this is what I can do. What can you do?
Oh, my goodness. And we said from the outset, you've got to watch Chairs. And I said this last time, and I'll say it again. Find me a faster running back. We're going to bring it back, though. Uh-oh.
Elkins not liking that one at all, and I don't say I blame him. I don't see what the flag was.
I didn't even see a flag on the field. They must have picked it up, of course.
It's all the way over on the 35-yard line on the Ozark side.
So they're going to march it back from the spot of the foul, it looks like.
My goodness, that was a big-time flag to call that one back. My man.
So it's going to bring up first down and just behind the sticks. Looks like a 12-yard first down and 12. Boy, Chairs really was able to get to the outside, and Ozark couldn't catch him. But it is called back, so we're going to nullify that one. And we're going to start from the 25-yard line
And
now.
what's interesting, Brad, we've ran one play from scrimmage and a kickoff, and there's already been 45 seconds run off the clock.
Little slip screen thrown over to number 30, Josiah Betancourt. Yeah, you got to watch that clock. We were at the Malvern game, and it kept skipping, and I feel like there was several minutes run off the clock that night. Of course, lucky for Ashdown that night it was, because it was a rough night for the Ashdown Panthers. 2nd down and 1 after the 11-yard gain there for number 30, Betancourt. Handoff goes up the middle. He's going to be tackled in the backfield. Gavin Gilbreth, looks like he picked up the tackle there behind the line. That's going to be a loss of 3 on the play.
This is the physicality of Ozark showing its face, where they're going to fill those gaps, force these defenders to try to either cut back inside where all the help is, or let's see if Elkins can maybe hit that outside seam and break one down the sideline again.
So here we are, 3rd down and a long 3 for the Elks. Dean looking at the sideline. Coach Zach Watson making the call. Bunch formation. Now they're taking it off to the right-hand side or left-hand side. Chairs comes around the end. Ozark has got it, though. Gilbreth again with the tackle. That's going to bring up 4th down and a big loss. And I'll tell you what, the loss of momentum after that one play is massive.
That's a big, big loss. That one flag that we had on that kickoff return has really taken the air out of the sails of Elkins, and what was looking like a promising drive is now faltering.
So 4th down and 8, loss of 5 for Chairs there. Ozark going to get the ball here. Kick to the sideline there, going to bound about the 40, and it gets a good Elkins bounce right there, and it's going to get all the way down to about the 26-yard line. That's where the Hillbillies will start. So good defense by the Hillbillies after that first play. Ozark going to come out, and they're going to have a chance to see if they can get on the board first.
It's good to see the Hillbilly defense, have their ducks in a row to start the game. Looked like they could have bent and broke there early on in that drive. They were able to step up and stay strong for a couple of key moments and force that punt.
Ozark is a physical football team, and they showed that physicality after the first play. Snap. Pitch out to number 26, Eli Massengale. Massengale picks up a few here, and going to bring up 2nd down here, and I'm trying to see where they spot it. Looks like right about the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 4. The 4-yard gain for Massengale. Landon Wright, the quarterback for the Ozark Hillbillies. So 2nd down and 6 for the Hillbillies. Hand off to Massengale again. He's going around the right-hand side, breaking the tackle. Going to be enough for a 1st down. He gets all the way out pretty close to the 40. Let's see where they spot it. They're going to back it up to about the 37.5 there. So 1st down for the Hillbillies. Good start for Ozark.
Keep it moving.
Landon Wright, Eli Massengale, 2 big-time players. Wright taking the ball off the left-hand side. He's stopped, he's stuffed, and that's going to bring it back to about the 37-yard line. Wright going to pick up a loss of 1 on the play. 2nd down and 11 for the Hillbillies. These two teams have scored similar numbers. The big difference right now is the defense of Elkins only giving up 97 points so far this year. Ozark's giving up 181. We'll see if that ends up making a difference before this game is over. We've got a stoppage in play. Got a false start on the Hillbillies, going to back them up 5. So now Ozark looking at a 2nd down and 16. Backing themselves up behind the sticks.
Now the Elkins defense starting to stand tall and say, hey, look, we're not going to let you run the football all down our field like that.
Right, rolling right. He's looking deep. He's got a man behind the defense. We got a flag. Let's see what the flag is. Pass was intended for number 16, Matthias Parker. Make sure you're sharing this out, letting everybody know you're watching the Arkansas Sports Network's Game of the Week, Elkins Elks, Ozark Hillbillies. Share it on your page. I think this is going to be a good one tonight. I feel good about this one tonight, Bill. We've been to lots of blowouts. I feel good about this one, though.
We said that about several of the games that we've gone to, but this one early on, you come here, the atmosphere was fantastic. Pulling into the stadium, you knew it was going to be electric tonight, and so far it hasn't disappointed.
Tell us where you're watching from. Leave us a comment here. Let us know where you're watching. Jim Moody, thanks for watching from the Arkansas High School Sports Network, helping us out. If you don't know about the Arkansas High School Sports Network, formerly 42 Sports, we appreciate them joining up with us, helping us cover high school sports here on the Arkansas Sports Network. And we'll touch on this in a little bit, but 4A volleyball tournament coming up. The whole state tournament up to the finals. You can find out who's going to end up in Hot Springs by watching the Arkansas Sports Network. Ozark taking the snap after the pass interference. It's not an automatic first down. Boy, tough running there by Ozark. He looked like he was hemmed up well back behind the spot of the ball, but he got pretty close back to the line of scrimmage. Let's see where they spot it. They did spot it pretty close to the first down. So not only did he get back to the spot, he got the first down. Wow. Because he was hemmed up.
Dead in the water on that one, Brad. Low snap to start it off, broke the timing of the play. He was able to pick up the football, scramble to the outside. I thought he was going to be tackled for a 2-yard loss on the play. Instead, he picks up the first.
That's right. So nice running there by Landon Wright. Tough running there. 6 minutes and 16 seconds left here in the first quarter of action. Landon Wright taking the snap, faking it to Massengill. Now Elkins has him hemmed in, but he gets back, comes across. Now he's off to the right-hand side, and he's going to pick up a first down. Big-time blocks there by Ozark to spring that one, and that's a big-time pickup there. Let's see where they spot that one. That one's on the 40, 12-yard gain there for Landon Wright.
And I tell you, Landon Wright ran all over your screen right there. He ran to the bottom of the screen. He went to the top of the screen, and then he decided to run to the left side of it.
He's quick, man. He's quick. I like Ozark's offense. They run a lot of just running out of the spread, kind of what you would have seen with the Oregon Ducks several years back. I like how they've implemented this. Ozark used to be a split veer, wing tee type of program, all kinds of, 5 yards, 3 yards in the cloud and dust, but they've switched several years back to a spread, and it's been beneficial to them. It looks like we're going to have a timeout. We'll take one with them. 5 minutes and 31 seconds left here in the first quarter of action. 0-0 is your score. We'll be back in a moment.
Comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
Over the years, you've seen me wear a lot of hats and do a lot of crazy stuff to get your attention, but we are Arkansas's Quality Dealer of the Year, and it's because we care about our people and our vehicles look different. We specialize in leveled and lifted trucks, and we make the process easy. D3Autosales.com.
The youngsters helped us out today and got in front of that green screen. We appreciate the young, I believe they're the 5th grade team from the Elkins Elks here joining us. They're actually sitting right down in front of us. They're pretty mesmerized by that green screen.
I tell you, they see that green sheet and they say, hey, let's go check that out.
That's right. Landon Wright rolling to the right. He's got a man behind the defense. Good throw there by Wright. Only his man was going to get it, and the pass was intended for Matthias Parker. Pass was incomplete. So Elkins, they have they've been able to stop Ozark here and there, but Ozark's been able to pop a run or two to be able to continue the drive and continue to keep the football, which for Ozark tonight, I feel like that's a big thing for them. Not to say that they don't have a high-powered offense, because they do, but Elkins is super high-powered.
It's almost like Ozark has got one good play that they're able to execute in every series of downs that gets them that first downs. Elkins is winning on probably half of these plays, and it's that one play per set that Ozark's able to methodically move it and get it to move the sticks.
So Ozark lined up off sides, and penalties playing a factor in this first quarter of action on both sides of the ball.
Let them play.
Goodness. Second down and 15. Ball goes to Massengale. He's coming off the left-hand side. He's hit. Bounces off a tackler, though. And I'm telling you right now, these Ozark ball runners, they're ball carriers, they are going to hit you. They're going to deliver the blow. You've got to wrap up if you're Elkins.
Yeah, that's a very physical team here. Elkins, if you don't wrap up, Ozark's going to keep running that football. Arm tackles will not work. You want to corral them, get some help. If you can't bring them down with your arm, hold on to their shoe until some help arrives.
They lift weights at Ozark, let me tell you. I'm familiar with the Ozark program. I actually went to Ozark for just a little bit. I'll say just a little bit. I was there 5 years.
That's
a
more
little
than
longer.
a little bit. That's more than a little bit.
I was there. So, anyway, watching from Shreveport, Louisiana. I appreciate you, Greg. Thanks for watching here on the Arkansas Sports Network. Right, he's rolling to the left. They're trying to take advantage of one-on-one coverage. Great effort there by number 13, Todd Williams. Landon Wright's pass was overthrown, and I'll tell you what now, Ozark looks like they may be going for this on 4th down and 8.
That's that no man's land, Brad. You can't really kick a field goal. Punting is probably going to result in a touchback. And look at this. Even if you do punt, this is a normal position for punt returns. You might as well go for it if you're Ozark.
So, it looks like they're going to go ahead and go with the punt team here.
Well, make me out to be a liar here,
Jordan Cross going to punt for Ozark, but hey, this is a great spot for a fake right here.
It would be.
Back deep to receive for Elkins is number 5, Aiden Williams. High punt. Good punt there by Ozark. Hits at the 5, and it looks like it's going to go into the end zone. So not a lot of room there, and, if you're a college punter, you're expected to knock that dead, but being a high school punter, you understand. It's going out to the 20, and Elkins is going to start here with 4 minutes and 27 seconds left here in the first quarter of play.
Well, Brad, if you're Elkins, you got to get something going. Neither team has scored, obviously, but if you're Elkins, you got a bad taste in your mouth after that last drive. You want to move down the field, clean up the mistakes that stopped that drive in the first place, and see if you can put something together here.
Thanks to D3 Auto Sales for being a sponsor here on the Arkansas Sports Network. We'll get to them in a second. Pass goes over to number 30, Betancourt. We got a flag flying in here, so let's see what they call. So they're backing it up. It looks like they might have it looks like a spot of holding. Let's see what they got. So the initial gain was looks like about 5, but I think it's coming back.
Well, that flag came in from the opposite side of the field. That flag was flying for a while.
Well, he saw something because he was very sure of it. Chop block, and that's going to back him up 10 there. And Elkins being messed up by penalties so far in this ball game.
Both teams, really. Both teams have been affected a little, to some degree by these penalties. And that's something, if you're a coach, you never want to see those penalties, but a coach knows that a penalty is something you can clean up.
So it goes all the way back 22 yards. Elkins right now, has 37 yards of penalties. This Stone Dean picking up a good gain there. Gets out to the 25-yard line. 14-yard gain for Stone Dean. So Dizzy Dean looks like he's 2 for 2 and I feel like they're going to have to get him going, and it looks like that's what they're doing. The ball goes out to Williams, thrown there on the line of scrimmage. Williams is probably going to be real close, if not pick up the first down there on what was on 2nd down and 4, and he did pick it up. Williams picking up his first reception of the ball game. Chairs motioning out. They've got pressure. He throws it up to Dean.
Oh.
Ball is intercepted. Nice interception there by Kobe Wilbanks. I know your daddy, Kobe.
That'll make you feel old.
All right. Jason Wilbanks, Kobe's dad, was the umpire for summer baseball for many, many years at Ozark as a kid, 17, 18-year-old kid, and he was the lone guy. He was the guy out there the whole time. I think they may have had a guy out there field umpiring, but Jason Wilbanks, I see him. I just saw him today out on the field. Good to see Jason. Good to see some good people that you know for a long time. Wilbanks going in motion, right. Oof. Faked it to him, and nice play there. Trying to get his number. His jersey's so tight it's wrinkled. Number 40 there on the play. That's Landon Haney, and that's a loss of about, I'm going to call it 5 there. Loss of 5 on the play.
Well, Brad, that wasn't the first low snap that the quarterback for Ozark has had. However, this was the first one that kind of disrupted the offense enough that allowed the defense to get to him.
So 3:08 and running here in the first quarter of action. Landon Wright calling for Wilbanks to go in motion again. He rolls off to the right. He's looking to throw. Got the man on the out. Nice throw, nice catch there. That's Delbert McCrary on the catch. McCrary gets all the way out to the 46-yard line there. So that's a 12-yard gain. Nice throw and catch there by Wright to McCrary. Brings up third down and short for the Hillbillies.
Manageable here.
Much more manageable for sure. Wright rolling out to the left. He's got pressure. He pulls it down. Going to get the first down easily. Gets across the 45 all the way down to the 40. Where are they going to spot it at? Spotting it on the 37-yard line there. That was a big gain there. That was a 17-yard gain there for Landon Wright. Wright giving them trouble right now with his quickness.
Yeah, it was. And that was a great decision by Wright to tuck it down and run with it. He had 2 streamers running down the sideline, both of them well covered by the Elks. And he read that beautifully. He said, hey, there's nothing there. I'm going to pull it down and go.
Got another false start here. So, again, penalties hurting both teams right now. But one thing that you pointed out, Bill, earlier in this ball game was the fact that Ozark, they might get behind the sticks, but they're able to make their third and manageable, and that's exactly what happened in the last series of downs. Go from 2nd and 15 to 3rd and 3, and that ended up making it to where Wright could get the first down easily. Under 3 minutes to play now here in the first quarter of action. Been a good one so far. Wright rolling out to the right. He's being pressured again. Oh, Williams broke on it, and boy, if he had got that one, it was going to be tough to tackle him. He had all kinds of steam in front of him and all kinds of green.
That's the kind you lick your chops on. And you almost kind of visualize it in your head, and next thing you know, the visualization doesn't happen. It's like a light bulb that comes on and immediately goes pzzz.
Aiden Williams is a 5'10" 170-pound senior here, and he has popped off the screen a couple times here in the last 2 games that we've done for Elkins. Empty backfield here. They may be running a little trick play, and that's going to be blown up. I think that was a forward pass. Oof. And he was blown up right there. I don't know if they really knew what was going on with that play.
Elkins did. I can tell you that right now. Elkins knew exactly what was going to happen on that one. They read that one beautifully and ate it up.
So it was a forward pass. I don't know if they would have counted that as a forward pass, but I'm telling you, I had the angle on it. That was a forward pass. So it would have been incomplete, probably. Should have been. But with that being said, I'm just saying it for stat purposes. That was an 11-yard loss there on the pass. Under 2 minutes to play now. Third down and 21. Ball thrown out, and I think almost intercepted there. Stephen Holland had it, but he lost it. So 4th down here with 1.5 minutes to go in this first quarter of action. Ozark back to punt. Again, number 25, Jordan Cross back to punt for Ozark. He gets the punt off, kind of a wobbler, but he outkicks his coverage here. Let's see if Elkins can do a little bit of something with it. They do make a move, gets across the 20. That was a 14-yard gain there on the punt return. Good job by Betancourt, and Elkins will take over.
Been a great first quarter. Both of these teams have, you feel like the advantage in the first quarter has mainly been Ozark, been able to do a little bit more of what they wanted to do, but Elkins definitely showed some definite things that says, hey, we're still here, guys.
Well, you know, the chairs run off the first play of the ball game there was a big one. That was a huge one, and it was called back. So now we got to see what, you know, if Elkins could get something going. They really haven't been able to do anything offensively so far other than the one play. Dizzy Dean coming off the interception here. He's lined up, got trips off to the right-hand side. They give him an easy throw. They throw it to Chairs. Chairs cuts back, and they're going to spot it. Looks like maybe pretty close. They're gain of 0 on that one. Pretty much same line of scrimmage on that one. So 2nd down here for Elkins, 2nd and 10.
Chairs is going to be pushing that 1,000-yard mark tonight. If
he would have picked it up on that run, had it stood, that would have been 1,000 yards for Deshaun Chairs. Dean, he's looking down the field. He's got a man. That's Williams, and it's complete all the way down to the 40-yard line. That's a 46-yard gain. I will say 45. Nice throw and catch from Dizzy Dean to Aiden Williams. Handoff goes off to the right-hand side. That's Deshaun Chairs.
My goodness. Did you see that misdirection on that play, Brad? He faked every linebacker out. They took 2 steps to the north side of the screen, and those 2 steps was enough to break him free.
14-yard gain for Chairs there. Little fake, throwing it out to Stone Dean. Stone Dean getting down inside the 20. We're in the red zone. Elkins picking up all kinds of D3 auto sales first downs as we get ready to go into the second quarter of action. Elkins is driving. We'll see what happens here as we come back from the break. 0-0 is your score. It's been a good one so far. Stay tuned. You don't want to miss it.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it because first is who we are.
D3 Auto Sales in Ozark, a name you've come to know, is the Arkansas winner of the Quality Dealer Award and Top 5 Dealer in the Nation by the NIADA.
Hey, I'm Dare Saul. Thank you to all of our loyal customers who's made D3 Auto Sales the #1 used independent in the state of Arkansas. Customer service and community has always been our main focus here at D3. Why are we different? It's our people, and our vehicles look different. Your color, your style, your financing. Call me now, D3 Auto Sales in Ozark.
Back here on the Arkansas Sports Network Game of the Week, Ozark and Elkins. 1st down and 10 here. Ball on the 27-yard line. Dean, calling Dean in motion. Handoff goes to Chairs. Little counter action. Gets all the way down to the 10-yard line. Going to be just short of a first down there. So Deshaun Chairs now making his presence felt. And I'll tell you right now, this kid, you got to give this kid some looks. He's a fantastic player. Dean looking outside. That's Betancourt. He tries to make a move. He does. Gets inside the 5. Down inside to the 4-yard line there. Elkins is knocking on the door. That's going to bring up first down and goal for the Elks. 4-yard gain there for Betancourt. Now looks like Dizzy Dean getting a little bit of rhythm. First down and goal. Dean looking back at his coach. Colin Stone Dean in motion. He comes in as an H-back. They hand it off to Chairs. Chairs gets in. Looks like that's a touchdown, and that's exactly what it is. Touchdown, 5 yards out. Deshaun Chairs, 6-0 Elkins. Great camera work there by Miss Harshaw. Katie Harshaw, Bill's flesh and blood. Doing work. Deshaun Chairs 5 yards out. That's a touchdown. And Elkins up 6-0, and we got the freshman kicker out there, Dawson Malice. We've got a stoppage in play. We were watching Malice before the game. He's got leg from about 40 for sure.
Yeah, he was easily hitting them from 32. Coach says, hey, that's about his limit. I think he could stretch that a little bit.
Yeah. Well, you know, what coaches feel like you can do and what you feel like you can do are usually two different things.
And what coaches tell the media that they can do is also something else.
So 6-0 here, 10 minutes and 53 seconds to go here in the first quarter of action. Stoppage in play. Guess they moved up just about half the distance here. Malice is still going to kick it. Here's the kick. It's up. It's easily good. And that makes it 7-0 Elkins. We're going to go to a quick break. When we come back, got more Elkins and Ozark in just a moment.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Back to school, yard work, football practice. Don't forget to pay these bills. The schedule is so full, there's no time for a hiccup. Time is of the essence. At D3 Auto, we make the car buying process fast and easy. D3AutoSales.com. Follow us on Facebook.
Thanks to D3 Auto Sales, Arkansas Tech University, Arkansas Army National Guard, Heirloom Legal, all for being sponsors for this game of the week. We've got sponsorships available for the 4A state volleyball tournament. You don't want to miss that. Lots of views there, probably around 20,000. Ozark gets the kickoff, and they're going nowhere with it. Looks like Elkins had it sniffed out. Ozark going to start from right around the 10-yard line.
Well, that's the type of return that Elkins was looking for.
That's right. Elkins feels like they've got a little bit of the momentum right here. Let's see if Ozark can stifle it. You know, momentum's such a big thing in sports, and I tell you what, you know, you can ride that wave or you can stop it. Right now, Ozark needs to stop it on Elkins' home field.
They do. If Elkins continues to get that momentum on their side, look out, ladies and gentlemen.
So Landon Wright calling the signals. Handoff goes to Massengale. He goes up the middle. He's stuck, and looks like it's going to be a gain of about 2 yards there. So we'll call it 2nd and 7. That's a long 6.
That is a long
7.
6. It's right in no man's land between 6 and 7.
That's right. I'm gonna call it 3-yard gain there. He got 3. It's 7, I think. Handoff goes to the right again. That's Massengale. He cuts up the field. He's running tough.
Wow, he's hard to bring
down.
My
goodness, what a run by Eli Massengale there. Gets all the way out to the 23-yard line. 9-yard gain from Massengale, moves the chains.
That's exactly what the Hillbillies were looking for on that one, man. Get the stick, get out of the deep end of their own territory, get some breathing room, move the ball down the field.
Seeing man in motion. Ozark looks like they're a little bit confused. Coach Burns not happy at all right now. So we're going to take a timeout. 9 minutes and 43 seconds left in the first half of action. We'll be back in just a moment.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
Back here on the Arkansas Sports Network Game of the Week, Ozark and Elkins. Ozark facing first down and 10, ball on the 22-yard line. Massengale cutting back, again running tough. He's got some room. He's past the defensive back. He's at the 40, the 30, the 20, all the way down to the 10. He gets tripped up, going to get inside the 5-yard line. That is a 73-yard gain for Eli Massengale.
Well, that's one way to flip the field right there, Brad.
Big one there. Nice play there by Massengale. Tough running paid off. He was able to break a tackle, and he ended up getting all the way down to the inside the 5-yard line. Now Ozark threatening, ball on the 4. Wright takes it up the middle. They're trying to get a push. Really nowhere to go on that one.
Brings up second down and goal.
That's right, second and goal. Coming up on the 9-minute mark to play here in the first half of play. I think we've got a good one, Bill.
We may have one. We've been looking for one all season long.
Right, goes off to the right again. He is cut. Nice tackle there by number 34, Mason Allen. Nice play there by Allen. Ozark looking to the sideline there, taking their signals. Third down and goal, ball on the 3-yard line. Elkins trying to stop Ozark after the 74-yard gain from Eli Massengale. Right, going off to the right, he cuts up. That's a touchdown. Touchdown Hillbillies, makes it 7-6. Nice drive there, good answer by the Ozark Hillbillies. Tell you what, this combination of Wright and Massengale, they're really, really good.
Yeah.
Kick is up, almost blocked, and it's good. That's going to tie the game at 7. 8:07 left here in the first half of play. We'll be back after this short break.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Back to school, yard work, football practice. Don't forget to pay these bills. The schedule is so full, there's no time for a hiccup. Time is of the essence. At D3 Auto, we make the car buying process fast and easy. D3Autosales.com. Follow us on Facebook.
Ozark kicking off to Elkins after the score. And it looks like we've got a battle here for the 1-4A. Again, this is not the exact clincher, but you've got to think that it's going to be between these two teams.
Oh,
Ball
what are you
is
doing?
fought over. Chairs has it. He picks it up. He gets a cutback. Breaks a tackle, gets across the 40, and I mean, he was so close to breaking that one.
And that one shouldn't have really even happened, man. Let me tell you, when you have two guys that on the kickoff reception, you're trying to say, give it to me, no, I'm going to take it. You shouldn't have that type of miscommunication. That could have been disastrous for Ozark. Not sure, or rather for Elkins, I should say.
Yeah.
Not sure how they escaped that one.
So just inside the 50-yard line now, Elkins with great field position here as they're trying to get things going.
Helps.
It looks like maybe Ozark jumped off sides. We'll see. And that's exactly what it is. Hard count got him. Ozark's been penalized 4 times tonight for 20 yards. Dean calling for the snap, hands it off to Chairs. Chairs gets up the middle. Gets down, it looks like pretty close to the 40. Got a flag on the play, though.
Uh-oh.
Spot is going to be at the 41-yard line. We got a flag, though. Let's see what they call. I think that's going to be enough for a first down, and it looks like they're going to walk it off.
It's a big one against Ozark.
Face mask. 15-yard penalty on Ozark. Chairs picked up a good run there, and then they added it on.
Looking to pass here, Brad.
Dean rolling to his left. He's trying to get it to Stone Dean. Really didn't have anywhere to go with it. It was really actually a pretty good throw to not be intercepted. He threw it right where he needed to, but hard to sneak that one in there. Incomplete pass.
Yeah, it's a pass he probably wish he had back. It's one of those where, some quarterbacks is going to tuck and run with it, and that may have been what he should have done on that one. But as it is, we're looking at 2nd down and 10.
Dizzy Dean calling Stone into the H-back position. Fake goes to Chairs. They're setting up a screen. Dean, Ozark read it. Nice play there by number 44, Eli Gilstrap.
Let me tell you something right here, Brad. I was watching Betancourt for Elkins on that play. He ran a nice little 10-yard curl, and the defender kept going. That's the second time that I've seen Betancourt run that route and the defender keep going. Don't be surprised if Elkins catches on and goes to it.
Good notice there. Good pickup on that one. So just a 3-yard gain on that pass, bringing up 3rd down and 7.
And they went right over towards Betancourt.
At the 28-yard line. 4th down 2 coming up.
So 4th down and 2 after the 5-yard reception there for Betancourt. Doesn't look like Elkins is even hesitating right here.
They're not even considering it. Not even a consideration here. And looks like Ozark's going to want to talk about it.
So Ozark taking a timeout. I believe that's their final one of the half. We'll take a quick one with them. 7-7 is the score. We'll be back in just a moment.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
So here we are, 4th down and 2. I don't believe Elkins is going to change their mind right here. Ozark is trying to strategize. I don't really know what you do in that position if you're Ozark. Maybe they know something, and maybe they saw something on film that Elkins does. They're coming out in 5 wide receivers right here.
Trying to get them to jump off sides. That was a hard count. Now they're going to change the play. 15 seconds on the snap clock.
Dean takes a snap. He runs a little zone read action. He's up the middle. He's at the 10, 5, touchdown. What a call. 29-yard run for Dizzy Dean. And who expected that one?
Not I, said the Duck.
Goodness gracious. Great play call. Unbelievable. I don't think that anybody in the stadium thought that was going to happen. Dean goes all the way up the middle, steps out of the tackle, gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Elkins. 13-7 is the score, 7:02 left. Kick is up, and it's good, and that's going to be 14-7. We're going to go to a quick break. Elkins takes the lead on Ozark, and we'll be back here in just a moment.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it because first is who we are.
Back here on the Arkansas Sports Network, Game of the Week, and I got to say hello to my children, Allie, Joe, and David Caldwell, watching all the way back at Atkins, Arkansas. We appreciate you guys watching. It's 14-7 here. Elkins up 7 after a 29-yard run from Dizzy Dean that nobody was expecting.
I didn't expect it. It was a beautiful run by Dizzy Dean. The only thing that was expected on that was Arkansas Sports Network's music that Allie Joe recognizes.
So here we go. Ozark going to start from about the 28-yard line. And now Ozark going to try to answer back.
Ozark needs an answer here. Definitely needs an answer. You got time on the clock for another possession, maybe even 2 possessions, one for each team. But you got to keep up. Ooh.
Right.
Flag.
Going up the middle, little zone play. We've got a flag coming from the sideline.
Number 7 there for the Elks, Landon Neal, amongst others. Flag, however.
Pottsville and Clinton in a big one right now. 21-20 is the score.
Man.
2:14 left in the second quarter. That one's a big one in the 4-4A.
That game also on the Arkansas Sports Network.
Yes. False start on the Hillbillies. So Ozark backing it up again. Been penalized quite a bit tonight. .6:45 left here in the first half of play. Landon Wright calling for the snap, goes left. He's looking deep. Got nobody there. He's hit from behind. Ball goes out of bounds, though. Dangerous play there for Wright. He hung on to the ball way too long right there, trying to make something happen.
I'll tell you right now, Caden Huey, defensively for the Elkins, he was all over the receiver on the far side. He was the go-to receiver for Ozark, and there was nobody home. Got to give credit to Huey on that one.
I'll tell you what, Elkins, that defense right now is playing like their hair's on fire. They've played pretty good other than the one run that Massengale got. Massengale picked up 74. And he's got 6 carries for 107 tonight. They're looking for a screen. Ball is intercepted by number 7, Landon Neal. Landon goes all the way inside the 5, getting down to about the 3-yard line. And Elkins has all the momentum right now with 6:23 to go here in the first half of action.
Oh, boy. Well, Brad, we were looking for a good game. We were expecting to have a good game. We're certainly getting a good game, but we don't want it to be a bad game.
Well, you know what? We've got plenty of time. There's two good teams on the field right now. And Dean calling for the snap. He goes back up the middle trying to get another rushing touchdown, and he's going to be stopped. Ozark not being fooled this time, and he's going to lose 2 on the play.
What a change of momentum. I'll tell you, we've watched this momentum slowly start to shift in Elkins' favor, and over the last couple series, it has really shifted.
Dean looking in the end zone, and he's brought down. Nice play there by number 12, Keegan Williams, I should say. Big-time play from the 5'5", 130-pounder.
Goodness.
He grabbed a hold of that leg and didn't let go.
That's what you're taught. If you can't bring him down, hold him there long enough. Some help's on the way.
Dean has lost 3 yards here. Elkins doesn't need to do anything crazy right here. They've got enough to kick a field goal. Obviously, you want to get into that paint.
At this point, we're watching that clock as 5, 4, 3. They're going to snap this soon or call a timeout.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're going to do. Call a timeout.
They're just working the clock, trying to drain as much of it off as they can. The clock's still moving. Should be stopped at 5:05.
I got it at 4:57. So let's take a quick timeout. We'll be back here in a moment. Elkins driving up 14-7. We'll be back in just a moment.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it because first is who we are.
Arkansas Tech University decided to be the title sponsor so far. We appreciate them and everything that they've done here so far. D3 Auto Sales, $500 off a car. If you just go in and say, hey, I heard you on the Arkansas Sports Network, the largest independent dealership in the state of Arkansas. Dean, looking to the left, throwing a little timing route, and ball's on the ground. Couldn't have threw it in a better spot, but unable to complete the pass. And that's going to bring up 4th down. They're sending out the field goal unit. Pass was intended for Stephen Holland right there.
And he bobbled that one. That one could have been scooped up and good. The referee right there at the pylon to look. He had the best view in the stadium at it, and he rules it was incomplete. I'll take his word for it.
Here's the kick. It's up by Malice, and it is good. So Elkins takes a 10-point lead after the interception, and they really are really playing well right now. We'll see how it goes. Come back here in just a moment. 17-7 Elks. We'll be back.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Back here at Elkins. Ozark taking the kickoff. Not anywhere to go. He's hemmed in.
And I don't understand. It's like he didn't want to get any yardage there, Brad. He just didn't have a lot of let's get upfield. He wanted to kind of wait, dance around a little bit, and the defense was right there on him to stop him for, only keep him from getting up to the 20-yard line, 21-yard line.
So Ozark will start just over the 20-yard line. 4:50 to go. We're sure about that? 4:50 to go. Landon Wright lining his offense up. Wright and Massengale have been terrors on the defensive side for Elkins. They throw it out to Massengale. Massengale picks it up a couple yards.
Defense.
That was a running play there. Little throw behind well, I guess it was a lateral, best way to put it. So just a 1-yard gain on that.
We're starting to see the Elkins defensive line play a little stunts, do a little shifting, a little momentum and movement. You get as an offensive lineman, you kind of get out there, you break the huddle, and you look at that defensive line. You say, that's the guy based on alignment. That's my priority. And then right before the snap, Elkins shifts. And that's creating some havoc.
Ball on the ground again. Wright picks it up again, and he is making something of these broken plays. He's going to get a first down. Good tackle from behind, but Wright is really doing a good job of making something out of nothing. He gets 15 yards on that play.
And again, busted play, somehow making something out of nothing. Like you said it perfectly. And those are you got to hang your hat on that if you're Ozark, that you're able to make something out of nothing. Look at this nice little option.
Massengale gets big yardage. He's across the 50, puts a stiff arm on. And I'll tell you right now, that kid is tough to tackle. My goodness. We got a flag on the play.
I think this might be a face mask.
So ball goes all the way down. It looks like to the 23-yard line. That's a 42-yard gain there.
Did you see the acceleration?
Man, the strength,
the speed.
I'm impressed,
I mean,
man.
he got that ball, got into the open field, and he just made those yards go by quick.
So let's see what they call here. Got face mask on the defense, so it's going to be Massengale. He picks up 42 on that play. He's got 8 carries for 150 now. And Ozark's got 199 total yards, most of them coming from Wright and from Massengale. Ozark gets the penalty. They walk it all the way down inside the 20-yard line down to the 17.
You know, I may have to go back into that football stat sheet that I built and kind of put some weighted averages in there, because if you look at that and you look at, are you nickel and diming them and getting chunk plays, or are you just averaging a true 5, 6, 7 yards a carry?
Wright gets up the middle, gets down to the 5-yard line, fake the pass, goes out, runs it up the middle, and that's 13-yard gain for Landon Wright. And again, you're talking about 2 guys here that are really giving Elkins all kinds of fits right now. Ozark hurrying it up. They look at the sideline, trying to keep Elkins from subbing. 3:05 to play. Ozark on the march, trying to match the Elkins score here, trying to get within 3. Landon Wright trying to make something happen here, calls a man in motion, goes up the middle, and he is met right at the 5-yard line. Big play there by the defense of Elkins. Good hit. This is a good hitting, good physical ball game. I mean, they are playing some ball out there tonight.
Still plenty of time here for Ozark to make something out of this.
Right. Goes to the right. A little option play. There's Massengale. He's trying to get to the corner. He's bouncing off tackles. Folks, you've got to put your arms around him. He's not going down with the shoulder. I promise you.
You'll bounce right off of him. He's those guys that'll lower the shoulder and say, I dare you to get lower than me.
So now we got 3rd and goal on the 2-yard line, and Massengale showing speed but showing physicality. 9 carries, 153 yards for Massengale. We're under 2 minutes to play here. This is a big spot here for Ozark. They've got to put it in. 3rd down and goal on the 2. Wright takes it. He is stopped just short of the goal line. Looks like they're going to put it about the 1. So 1-yard gain, and this is a huge play in this ball game.
My. Third down and goal.
So 1:11 and counting here. Ozark looking at it. Ball is just outside the 1 yard line. Big play in this ball game right here. We've got a stoppage in play. Timeout. Looks like Elkins going to take a timeout. We'll take it with them. 17-7 is the score. 58 seconds to go. We'll be back in just a moment.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
Back to school, yard work, football practice. Don't forget to pay these bills. The schedule is so full, there's no time for a hiccup. Time is of the essence. At D3 Auto, we make the car buying process fast and easy. D3Autosales.com. Follow us on Facebook.
59 seconds to play. Elkins and Ozark battling it out. Ball on the 1 yard line, 4th down and goal. No thought from Ozark, it doesn't look like, of trying to kick any kind of field goal here. This is a big play in this ball game. Ball on the 1. Talking about conference championships, won and lost on plays just like this.
It's a game of inches, and this is a demonstration of that right now.
Loaded backfield for Ozark. Massengale taking the direct snap. We've got a stoppage of play. He gets in the end zone, and that was a good call by Ozark, but false start.
Oh, man. So does this make you reevaluate things, Brad? At this point, if you're Ozark, are you going to still go for it on 4th and goal from about the 5, or are you going to try to get 3?
Well, if you feel good about your field goal kicker, and they may be sending him out right now, you might go ahead, but they don't. No, they're just switching wide receivers here. It doesn't look like – I have no idea how they feel about their kicker, but they're not going for it. They're going for the touchdown here. So 4th down, we're going to call it 6, but it's really a long 6 here. 58 seconds to go now. Right, taking the snap. He's rolling left. He goes back right. Elkins has it defended and stops him and holds him, and you want to talk about – play of the game so far, that might be it.
That may be it. My goodness, that one was a very, very important play and did not go for Ozark.
So now Elkins going to get the ball, 53 seconds to go, and I would say that they're probably going to see if Chairs can break one, and if he can't, they're probably going to take this one into the half.
Yeah, I would. Just take it down. Of course, you don't want to take a knee too early. Now, Ozark is out of timeouts, so, I mean, they can't stop the clock.
Yeah, but they're not going to take a knee just yet. They're going to see if they can make something happen. Chairs kind of comes out of the tackle there, gets down to about the 9 yard line, 2 yard gain for Deshaun Chairs. We got halftime coming up. We want to tell you we'll bring you scores from around the state. We'll talk about what happened here at Elkins. It's going to be a good time here, so stay with us. Chairs getting around the outside across the 15 yard line. They're going to spot it at the 16-yard line. 7-yard gain for Chairs there. Chairs 7 carries, 40 yards for the Elks. Elks in hurry-up mode, 27 seconds to go. As they move the chains, the clock is stopped. Winding the clock now. Dizzy Dean calling for it. Hands it off to Chairs again, coming off the left side. He tried to get it up, and he bounces it outside, gets across the 20, lowers his head out to about the 27-yard line. And it looks like that's going to be about an 11-yard gain there. 18 seconds to go. They're going to call it a first down. Let's see if they can.
He's out of bounds. That would stop the clock. So, I mean, if you're Elkins and you're wanting to take a couple shots at it, getting out of bounds is beneficial for you.
What do we got going on here? What do we call it? Holding on Elkins, so that might be enough to make them sit on it now.
It might. That may be enough.
So a 10-yard penalty there for the Elks. $18 seconds to go in this ball game in the first half. Elkins looking at the
It feels like
sideline now.
we've watched 4 quarters.
Been a lot of action, that's for sure. A lot of good things happening. This has been a fun game to watch. Very entertaining. Dean hands it off to Chairs once again. Kind of a counter play there. Gets out to about the, I don't know, it looks like he didn't gain anything on that play, and so that's going to be it. That's the end of the first half. Elkins takes a 17-7 lead. We'll be back here in just a moment. We'll bring you scores from around the state, give you stats from what happened in this one. Stay with us. You're watching the Arkansas Sports Network Game of the Week. Elkins 17, Ozark 7.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it because first is who we are.
D3 Auto Sales in Ozark, a name you've come to know, is the Arkansas winner of the Quality Dealer Award and Top 5 Dealer in the Nation by the NIADA.
Hey, I'm Dare Saul. Thank you to all of our loyal customers who's made D3 Auto Sales the #1 used independent in the state of Arkansas. Customer service and community has always been our main focus here at D3. Why are we different? It's our people, and our vehicles look different. Your color, your style, your financing. Call me now, D3 Auto Sales in Ozark.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
We're back here at halftime as the Elkins band is playing. I can almost guarantee there's going to be 3 more minutes up on that clock.
Oh, yeah.
But it's been a fun one so far. Lots of moving up and down the field. I tell you what, the Massengale kid has really been a fantastic player so far for the Ozark Hillbillies. But Elkins right now is the one that is in the lead. Let's give you some stats as we run it down. 210 total rushing yards for Ozark in the first half. A lot of them on big, long runs by Massengale. In fact, 2 of those runs where I believe they were 116 yards on 2 runs for Massengale. Yep. 9 carries, 153 yards total.
Got some chunk out of that. Got some chunk.
Absolutely. Got some chunk plays, but Elkins down here inside the 5-yard line, aided by a false start penalty there, really helped them. Landon Wright also has 10 carries for 57 yards to get that 210 total. Elkins on the other side, 62 rushing yards, 98 passing yards. They've been a little bit more balanced offensively, and it showed at the scoreboard. Of course, Elkins has started with a couple better field positions than Ozark has. May show a little bit in the score there. It's been a really, really good matchup so far, and I really expect that this is going to be a good one as we continue to go.
It should be. I mean, this has been matched up to be one of the best games in the state this week, and by all indications, even though it's a 10-point game, it's been a good one. And what's odd is you look at those stats, and it's so lopsided in favor of Ozark, yet Elkins has the 10-point lead. That's the short fields that you were talking about. That's the chunk plays that you're talking about. And don't forget, this could have been a little worse as that opening kickoff was called back.
Yeah, that's correct. And, well, it was the opening play for Elkins that was called back on a hold.
That's right.
And I believe it was a 74-yard run there by Deshaun Chairs. Deshaun Chairs, we've also got a 1,000-yard watch. I think coming in he needed 67 yards to break that. I believe he's really close. He's got 38 yards here in the first half of the 62 that Elkins had to start this game. Let's go to some scores here, Bill. So as we go to scores, give it to us.
Give it to you. Well, we got Bryant and Cabot. That was a big game that we were looking for all week long, and Bryant leading that one in the second quarter, 10-7.
Northside and North Little Rock matching up 17-7 in the second quarter.
Bentonville over Rogers, 28-7. That's a big game. 2 crosstown rivals. That's a big one right there.
Benton Searcy, big. A lot of scoring in the first half of play, 38-21. Benton over Searcy at Searcy before the half.
Another game of up north interest. We have Mountain Home 16 leading Siloam Springs at 14 at the half.
Greenbrier and Pulaski Academy 16-6 in the second quarter. That's a close one.
Greenwood and Russellville all knotted up at 14 each. That one's going to be a good one.
Russellville playing pretty good lately.
This one a little surprising. Mills University Studies is leading by a touchdown, 14-7, I should say, in the second quarter.
Robinson, the number 1 team in 5A by the Arkansas Sports Network and Arkansas High School Sports Network. Morrilton and Pine Bluff knotted up at 7. Valonia and Whitehall 17-7.
That's a good one. That game down at Whitehall, and I watched Valonia last week take care of Watson Chapel. Good to see Valonia on top of Whitehall tonight.
You got Batesville Southside and Valley View tied up at 14. Little Rock Parkview and Magnolia. I was looking for that game tonight. 35-28, Parkview over Magnolia. Magnolia is a pretty good team.
Now here's one that's kind of surprising me a little bit. Lamar 28-20 over Little Rock Hall. Hall's doing something impressive this week.
Little Rock Hall has got a lot of athletes on that team. They can give somebody trouble, but the problem with them is if they get down early, they don't seem to come back from it.
Ooh, look at this one, Brad. Arkadelphia leading by 1 over Ashdown, 7-6 at the half.
Interesting matchup there at Ashdown. Arkadelphia, the number 1 team in 4A. We'll have them in 2 weeks. Arkadelphia and Malvern at Malvern. And I'll tell you right now, we saw Malvern. Malvern's been really, really good. I really like them as a team. I know they're a little bit lower ranked than Arkadelphia, but I'm going to tell you what, they're going to have their hands full.
Setting up for a big matchup in a couple weeks with Malvern and Arkadelphia.
Here's a big one, and I heard some starters were out for Boonville. Charleston 28, Boonville 7 at the half at Boonville.
And that one's going to be a big one. You know, Boonville has one of the best teams in the state right now. We've seen them in person against Harding Academy, I believe it was, and Charleston taking care of business over Boonville at the half.
Let's see here. We've got Glen Rose over Two Rivers. That's not shocking. Rising over Lake Village, 22-14. Down in the 3A. Bigelow, 44. Johnson County Westside, 6. Hector, 34. Magazine, 0. Conway Christian, 19. Mountainburg, nothing. And we're moving down to games that probably not too many
are interested in, but
still a lot of scores that we don't have.
A lot of scores not coming in yet.
Looks like Conway, Jonesboro. We've got, who else do we got with no scores on it right now? Several of them. Berryville, Huntsville, just down the road.
Cedarville, Greenland.
Yeah. Just down Highway 74, we got Berryville, Huntsville. So the clock's at 0 right now. Let's go ahead and take a quick break, and we'll come back with second half action between Ozark and Elkins. I assume they're going to throw. They just did 3 minutes back on the clock. We're 3 minutes away from second half action. Stay with us. We'll be back in a moment.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
D3 Auto Sales in Ozark, a name you've come to know, is the Arkansas winner of the Quality Dealer Award and Top 5 Dealer in the Nation by the NIADA.
Hey, I'm Dare Saul. Thank you to all of our loyal customers who's made D3 Auto Sales the #1 used independent in the state of Arkansas. Customer service and community has always been our main focus here at D3. Why are we different? It's our people, and our vehicles look different. Your color, your style, your financing. Call me now, D3 Auto Sales in Ozark.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it because first is who we are.
These are paid employees. We can't do that. We can't do that. All right, we're back here at the Arkansas Sports Network Game of the Week. Elkins and Ozark, and I believe Ozark getting the ball here in the second half. And I believe that is what's happening. So Elkins going to kick off. Let us know where you're watching from right now. And hit that share button. Let somebody know you're watching the Arkansas Sports Network Game of the Week. Right here on Facebook or on YouTube. Again, we'll have the 4A state volleyball tournament live from Northeast Arkansas. And, man, we're looking forward to that.
Oh, looking forward to that one. I've been looking forward to that one for a while. Been working on the board set and all the graphics, getting it ready. And, you know, those games finally set, so we have the official tournament bracket. And that's going to be a fun one. Going to be a fun week up in Jonesboro.
So here we go. Ball is kicked off. Massengill has it. gets out to the 25, and he's moving forward. And I'll tell you right now, I've yet to see the first person tackle him and get him down.
Well, he definitely knows the thing. He pays attention in science class. I can tell you that right now because he understands inertia. And he knows that if he's got that mass moving in the right direction, he's hard to stop.
Now, you did say mass, right?
I did.
Okay, just making sure.
Mass.
Right?
Mass with an M.
Force equals
He's got
mass.
that mass.
Times acceleration. So Landon Wright going to take the snap here. Looking at the sideline.
Interested to see what kind of wrinkles we get out of the locker room here.
Massengale
like that
being
one.
chased down, and they did get him down that time. Stone Dean brings him down for a big loss. And Elkins continuing with what they finished the half with there. 6-yard loss there. Bring up second down and 16.
Well, that was the first defensive play that Elkins drew up in the locker room.
Good start for
It
Elkins,
is.
that's for sure.
Absolutely. Well, this night has gotten really crisp for football.
This is a Northwest Arkansas late football season night, but still very nice.
Fake the sweep.
And from behind, he is leveled. My goodness. Elkins just drilled Landon Wright. He had to pull himself up off the ground. And it looks like that's a, 3-4? We'll call it 3-yard loss there. So, brings up a third down, I believe. Is that correct? Third down? Yes. We got a second on the board, but third down and 18. So, Ozark has been able to get themselves out of messes like this as the game has went on. Let's see if they can do it again. I feel like this is an important play for them. Third down and long.
I had it right.
Looking down the middle and picked off. What a play. One-handed pickoff by Elkins. He makes a move, gets into the end zone. That's a touchdown. Big play from Landon Haney. What a play.
Goodness. You talk about drawing it up. You couldn't draw that up any better in the locker room and come out and perform it. That is just excellent work right there by the Elks.
One-handed interception by Landon Haney. Oh, my goodness, what a play by Haney, and that gives Elkins a 23-7 lead, extra point pending. Here's the kick. It's up. It's good. And Elkins has a 24-7 advantage. 10 minutes and 44 seconds left in the third quarter of action. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back here in a moment with more of the Arkansas Sports Network Game of the Week.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it because first is who we are.
Gracias.
Back here on the Arkansas Sports Network Game of the Week, 10 minutes, 44 seconds left in the third quarter of action. Elkins on the board defensively. Really, they came out strong here to start the second half.
Oh, yeah, they had a game plan, and they are executing it well.
So,
how do you regroup? How do you regroup if you were Ozark and come back and respond?
You do it a little bit at a time, kickoff out of bounds.
That'll help. That will help.
So, the ball going to go up, I believe, to the 35, maybe the 40, high school. But out of bounds, Ozark now going to get the ball. And needing to make something happen here. This lead's getting a little wider by the minute. If you're the Hillbillies, you're really needing something good to happen.
Absolutely. They changed the clock time up there. Let's get that fixed. There we go. 10 minutes, 40 seconds now.
So they bring it out to the 35-yard line.
Ozark needing to respond here.
24-7, Ozark definitely needing something good to happen. Go back to that play, the series of downs here.
Pulled it out.
Yep. Series of downs to end the first half where Ozark was inside the 5 and Elkins stopped it. That has ended up being the big turning point in this ball game. But 2 interceptions and one going inside the 5, the other one going for a touchdown have also been massive.
It really has. It's been game changer, to use that cliche, if you will. It has really changed the game.
So 2nd down and 6 for the Hillbillies, ball on the 39-yard line. Landon Wright going to the left-hand side. He's throwing. He's got a man. Gets across the 50. Big hit there by Aiden Williams, but not before he gained 15 yards on the play.
The safeties on that play did a great job of reading that, recognizing it, and being in position to make that play. I watched that safety all the way through that play, just kind of seeing what the defense was going to do with the offense that they were looking at, and just outstanding performance.
Wright rolling out to the right. He pulls it down, gets across the 45, down to about, looks like the 44 is where they'll spot it. That's a gain of 3 for the Hillbillies. Beautiful night here in the Ozarks. Beautiful place to play football here at Elkins. Big crowd on both sides. And this has been an entertaining one. Score is a little bit more lopsided than we expected it to be, but boy, there's been a lot of fireworks on both sides.
Definitely a lot of fireworks. It's been a lot of chunk plays. It hasn't really been very methodical at times. It's been, you get a big play here, a big play there, and just capitalize on it.
Massengale gets the ball. Elkins, good job there, hanging on to the ankle, just as you had said before. Braden Cargill with the tackle.
He might have even lost a yard on that one.
I believe you're correct on that. Massengale, he is a load to bring down, but looks like Elkins doing a little better job of wrapping up here in this second half. Wright rolling out to the left-hand side. He's looking for his man. There's nobody there. And Elkins getting all kinds of pressure on him.
Not only the pressure, but that was more of a coverage throw right there. Again, defense for Elkins is on point, and the defensive secondary able to shut down any options for Ozark on that one.
So 4th down and 8. Ball on the 45-yard line. Looks like they bringing out the punter here. Yeah, they are going to bring the punter out. So Ozark going to punt it away. And I don't know what else you do in this situation. I mean, I know that you feel the game starting to slip away if you're Ozark.
What we're looking for Ozark is just to pin the Elks deep. That's what Ozark is looking to do here. That's a high snap. That's going to cause problems.
They tried to get a roughing the punter there. Good job there by number 25.
He's like, but what did I do?
I hope we got that. I don't think we got that on camera, but that was a good play there. I love it. I mean, that's an NBA flop if I've ever seen one. You see, well, even in the college ranks now, you're seeing these kids. That was pretty funny. I'm not going to lie.
It was. I saw the referee looked over like, what are you doing?
Oh, man. Ball on the 12-yard line. 8 minutes and 24 seconds to go. I got to give him an A for effort on that one.
You do. I mean, whoever he is, his theater instructor is probably pretty proud.
So Elkins really looking to widen this lead out now. Ball goes to Chairs. Chairs trying to get outside,
face mask, but they didn't. There, maybe.
Yeah. He's not going to be able to do it. We've got a penalty on the play. Looks like there's no gain on the play. There is a penalty, so let's see what they call.
Well, they're discussing it. Face mask. Five-yard variety.
It's 5-yard face mask. I'm not used to the 5-yard variety. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 5 now.
1st and 5.
Yep, correct. Good point. 1st down and 5.
And the clock is rolling.
I believe Chairs is about 29 yards from 1,000. Uh-oh. Oh, my goodness, what a truck stick, and he might get it right here. He's at the 50, the 40. Gets all the way out, and I do believe he cracked 1,000 yards right there. Ball on the 42-yard line. That's a gain of 36 yards right there, and that is enough for a 1st down and enough for Deshaun Chairs to break 1,000 on the season.
There it is.
Ball on the 42. Dean rolling off to the left-hand side. He throws it. He's got a man behind him. That's Bedcourt, and he dropped it. My goodness. Right in the breadbasket. He's going to want that one back. Great throw by Dizzy Dean right there. Just couldn't bring it in.
He's had that receiver open on a couple of different plays tonight and have been waiting on Dean to connect to one. Yet has not happened on that particular play, but the option is there, and I think they're seeing it up here in the booth.
$7:51 to play, 2nd and 10. A great time to take a shot right there if you're Elkins after a big run. And you know what? The way Dean was rolling off to the left-hand side there, his body was kind of contorted. He didn't have the best angle to throw it, but he did a good job right there. Chairs coming to the outside. He's across the 40, across the 35, gets down to the 32-yard line.
There it is again, another face mask horse collar.
That's going to be another penalty. Looks like it's going to be on Ozark. 10-yard gain for Chairs right there, and it looks like we're going to have some tacked on. Chairs starting to hit his stride right here. 10 carries, 84 yards for the junior.
That was more, in my opinion, more of a horse collar than a face mask.
Good call on that, Bill.
Another big penalty. I mean, that's big.
Things not going the way of the Elks right now. I'm sorry, the Hillbillies, I should say. Things going the way of the Elks. 5 wide receivers here for the Elkins Elks. 3 to the left. They're bringing Chairs back into the backfield now.
Bring in the protection.
Good play there to Williams. Williams gets in. That's a touchdown. 16-yard touchdown from Dizzy Dean to Aiden Williams. And Elkins has blown this one open. 30-7, extra point pending. Big night for the Elks so far. $7:38 to go, 30-7. Mollis, kick is good, 31-7. Elkins Elks all over the Ozark Hillbillies. 7:30 to go in the 3rd quarter of action. We'll be back here in just a moment.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Elkins getting ready to kick off up 24. It's actually 24 unanswered points for the Elkins Elks here. Has built this lead. Ozark needs something good to happen and needing it to happen right now. Up back catching it for Ozark. Gets all the way out to about the 34. He's still not down. That's where they're going to spot it, right at the 34. Good run there by Matthias Parker. And I tell you, I'm impressed by the Hillbilly ball carriers tonight. They are not an easy takedown. Here's the replay on that touchdown pass from Dizzy Dean to Aiden Williams. Good play, good throw, good move by Aiden Williams. Williams played a great role in that game against Gravett the other night. he was a big-time player. Not as much tonight, but there's been other players for Elkins making plays. So here we go. Ozark trying to make something happen, needing good things to happen here, and probably needing a pretty quick score. See if they can get this momentum flipped into their favor. Massengale going out into the slot, 4-5 actually wide receivers for Ozark, and he's getting pressured from behind. He gets it out to number 8. Big hit there on the sideline. That's Parker Stain there on the reception. Ball out to the 35-yard line. That's a first down for the Hillbillies.
What the Elks are doing defensively here is they're loading up the box pre-snap, leaving 3 defensive linemen in and dropping the rest back, but keeping a spy open in the secondary.
You got to spy him, that's for sure. And now Ozark trying to have to open it up just a little bit here. Can't just run the football to get all the scoring back that you need to get back with 6:56 to play in the third. Second down and 10 now for the Hillbillies.
And our official timeout.
Yep. Getting something popped out of a helmet or mouthpiece or knee
math
pad
homework.
or something.
Who knows? It could have been a lot of things.
Wright calls Massengale in motion. Now Massengale's the lead blocker, but nothing doing there for Ozark. Elkins snuffed it out. Third down and 7 now. After the 3-yard gain for Wright. Wright has 13 carries on it, or 14 carries, I should say, 64 yards. 242 total yards for the Hillbillies so far. Wright rolling right.
Holding.
He's got a man deep. What a catch. What a play. That's Matthias Parker. That was a big play there for the Hillbillies. Ball goes all the way down to the 5-yard line. 46-yard gain there on the pass. Big play there by Parker, going up and getting that ball. Ball goes to Massengale. Massengale trying to get to the corner. He does. I believe that's a touchdown, and that's exactly what it is. 5-yard touchdown run, and the Hillbillies trying to get themselves back in it. Big play, quick action there from the Hillbillies, and Massengale gets into the end zone for 6. (31-13) now, 6:04 left in the third. Ozark up for the extra point attempt. Here's the attempt. It's up. It's good. Ozark gets it on the board, 31-14. We'll be back here in just a moment with more of the Arkansas Sports Network Game of the Week after these messages.
Back to school, yard work, football practice. Don't forget to pay these bills. The schedule is so full there's no time for a hiccup. Time is of the essence. At D3 Auto, we make the car buying process fast and easy. D3AutoSales.com. Follow us on Facebook.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome. What are you doing?
Back here on the Arkansas Sports Network Game of the Week, Ozark gets it within 17 after that touchdown pass and well, not touchdown pass, but long pass and touchdown run by Eli Massengale. Massengale, 12 carries, 151 yards, and a score now for the Hillbillies as they get ready to kick off. They tried an onside kick, and he just missed it.
Uh-oh.
That's going to be a penalty.
His foot just rolled right over the top of that ball.
It barely moved. Barely moved.
It's kind of like stepping on a Lego.
Right?
It was. You could almost feel the pain, too, as his foot rolled over the top of it.
Yeah, that was tough there.
That's tough. That's tough.
So now Elkins gets great field position. Ball on the 44-yard line. Are they going to move it up? No, they are going to move it up to the 41-yard line now. So, wow, that great field position for Elkins. Not what you wanted if you're Ozark.
No,
I know that they were trying to maybe catch them by surprise here, and unfortunately for Ozark, it wasn't able to execute it.
It was an onside kick, and so, that was a risk that Ozark was willing to take.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with it. Chairs met in the backfield. My goodness. Wow, what a play there.
That's one of those that he'll fill in the morning.
My goodness. It's a 2-yard loss for Chairs. Hadn't had too many of those tonight, but, man, what a play there by the Ozark defense.
Getting in on some of that was Danny Dukes.
Danny Dukes.
And Spencer Larson.
I mean, Danny Dukes, that's a great name for Ozark, right? I mean,
gotta be.
You know?
Wonder if he's any relation to Daisy.
Got a penalty flag, completed pass. Let's see what they call. A spot's on the 35-yard line. That's an 8-yard gain. We've got a flag on the outside here. Let's see what they call.
Got a lot of discussion over here.
So 8-yard gain stands right now. Looks like Elkins taking the penalty here. Let's see what they call. Holding. So not only is it an 8-yard gain, but it's a 10-yard penalty after that. So Elkins picking up 10 on that play after the 8-yard gain. So they got 18 total. Now they're getting close to red zone.
Waiting on the official to mark it ready for play.
I'm trying to see who caught that last ball. Did you get that number?
I did not.
Okay. Somebody's getting a catch right now.
That's it. That's it. Hey, welcome to Freebie World.
Right? So coming up on 5 minutes to play. 17-point advantage for the Elks. Hands off to Chairs. Ozark coming downhill. Nice job there by Eli Gilstrap at the linebacker position. He read that all the way, and that's another 2-yard loss for Chairs.
Yep, he saw that one coming. He's read the book. He's seen the movie. He's got the T-shirt, and he's back for more.
Back-to-back 2-yard losses for Chairs on the carry. 12 carries, 80 yards. He needed 67 coming into this ball game to get 1,000. He's topped 1,000. Dean getting hit down low. He completes the pass. Nice job to Aiden Williams. Dean pops up. Where are they going to spot that one at? Looks like it was easy for a first down there. They're rolling the clock, so maybe it wasn't. Maybe they didn't give him the first down. I thought he was well past the marker.
I did too.
When he was hit. So 3rd down and 1. That was a 11-yard gain there for Williams. Dean looking good tonight. Is that going to be enough for a first? I do believe it is. Just enough. It'll be a 2-yard gain there. Sean Chairs picks it up. 2-yard gain. First down Elkins. Ball on the 15-yard line now. Elkins, look how calm they are out there. Look at your Dean brothers, and you got Chairs out there just looking at the sideline like, hey, we got this.
That offensive line needs to stand up a little bit. Holding yourself in that position for that long is not going to be helpful.
Chairs going to take the direct snap. Dean, the lead blocker. Chairs gets down inside to the 10, right at the 10. They're going to mark it, I guess, at the 11. It looked pretty close to the 10 on the ball, but he picks up 4 on the play.
He'll pick up a couple of yards to the 12-yard line.
3:01 to play now. Under 3 minutes as the clock rolls. Elkins seems to be okay with taking their time right now. Elkins really, touchdown here really makes things tough for Ozark because time is starting to become a factor in this ball game. Handoff goes to Chairs, and I'll tell you, man, that linebacker, my goodness, Gilstrap is everywhere right now. Another tackle on the run there, and that's going to be 3rd down and 7. No gain on the play there for Chairs. I mean, Gilstrap is coming downhill. Now, as hard as he's coming downhill, he's very susceptible to a play action behind him, opening that window up. But I'll tell you what, I like the aggression I'm seeing out of him.
If you can get that defense to bite a little bit on the play action, that could be dangerous.
And there he is, the play action, and there he is behind him, and ball was tipped.
Tipped away.
So we called that one.
Right? We called that play, brother.
That was a called play, and I called it, Chuck. So Elkins going to bring on the field goal kicker. 2 minutes to go here in the third. Big stop there by Ozark. That would have possibly put it to 24 points, which is essentially 4 scores, unless you could get 3 2-point conversions in a row, which is very tough. Here's the kick. It's up. Plenty of distance. It's good. So Elkins picks up a field goal, makes it 34-14, 1:57 to go here in the third. We'll go to a quick break. We'll be back here in just a moment with more of the Game of the Week right after this.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it because first is who we are.
Oh,
just
goodness.
One of those nights,
right?
Just one of those nights.
Every night, Bill, with you is one of those nights. 34-14 is the score, Elks. With a 20-point lead, Ozark making a good stand, though, and really get themselves back in the ball game here if they can get a touchdown on this drive. Up back, catching it.
Dancing too much.
Seen that again. We've seen that earlier from Parker. You got to get just north and south and go.
Attack. You know, act like you're trying to get all the way down to Alma and go.
There you go.
You're running behind.
Boy, we got one heck of a ball game between Pottsville and Clinton. 42-39 in the third. Pottsville with a 3-point advantage. I'm telling you what, they've got
That's going to come down. That's a big game right there.
Looks like Pottsville's got the ball, so we'll be watching that one.
You know, Coach Russ is going to try to drain that clock.
Ozark with the ball. Sending Masgill out in motion, landing right, throwing it outside, little tunnel screen. They read it perfectly. That's actually going to be a loss of about 1 on the play there. Pass was complete, I believe. Was that number 9 out there that caught it? Just so many kids around him. Connor Crouch caught it, I believe. So, -1 on that one, though. Ball thrown out to the right-hand side. Tight end H-back on that was Braden Minor. It was intended for. Now it's a 3rd down and long. Ozark, you know, when you got to go to the passing game, I don't know if they've got enough, although I say that. that last drive was spurred by the passing game.
The chunk. That's been the theme for Ozark tonight is get the chunk plays, and that's also been what's hurting Ozark a little bit tonight is that's all they're getting is the chunk plays and not more consistency.
Good point right there. Really, that's a great point. They're getting lots of chunk, and I mean their yardage is showing that. They're not getting the consistency, as you say. Landon Wright throw. Wow, he thread the needle right
what
there.
A pass.
Unbelievable throw right there. And that was number 8, Parker Stain, on the catch. And that was a 15-yard gain. Great throw by Landon Wright.
He definitely threaded the needle. I didn't think that one was going to be catchable because the window was so small.
I'll tell you what, that kid's got to be able to throw a baseball pretty well because that was a bullet.
Press box is getting loud.
Oh, my goodness, ball is out. Who's going to get it? Elkins, maybe. I don't know. Ball's on the ground still. Who has it? Who's got it? They haven't made a call just yet. Who's got the ball? Nobody's making an official call. Somebody had it.
There definitely was on the field. Of course, they could rule it an incomplete pass based on the way that it came out.
Okay, there you go. Incomplete pass. I'm not sure that was the right call there, but they did call it.
His hand was going forward, Brad.
But was it the empty hand? But, of course, we don't have the ability to replay.
We don't have that angle.
We actually do have the ability to replay. Can you replay that?
No, it's too far past now.
We could have pulled out the Fox Sports action right there and threw the empty hand, or maybe not, who knows, but they called an incomplete pass anyway. It benefits the Hillbillies on that play for sure. And
I didn't even see who came up with it to see if it would have been a turnover had it been ruled a fumble.
Right. Landon Wright, 7 for 16, 92 yards, 2 interceptions so far tonight. Ozark still with 215 on the ground, but they had 210 at the half. Ball is completed.
Short of the first down.
Looks like that's a 5-yard gain there. Colby Wilbanks on that one. Now Ozark having to open it up here, throwing much more. Landon Wright running the option with Massengale. Massengale gets it up the field. He's going to be cut down at the 50. Just a gain of 1 on that play, so that brings up a 4th down, and I got to think they're going to go for it here.
I think you have to. Your tie hands are a little tied on this one. 4th down and 3 down as much as you are. You don't want to lose any more points on the scoreboard because at this point you got to start thinking a little bit about tiebreaker.
No, yeah, that's true. That's true, and we've got a official's timeout. I don't know if I didn't see an official call right there.
There's a 4th and 4. It's a long 3, a short 4 in my book.
Yeah, you're right about that. So Ozark coming back out, trying to make something happen here.
This is probably the most important play for the Hillbillies tonight.
I would say you're correct on that. So Wilbanks going to take the snap here. Did they have to get right off the field? They did have to get. This is big. You almost feel like you need a timeout right here with your quarterback not being able to carry it. Massengale gets outside, and he got it. And if you're not gonna have your guy out there at quarterback, you go ahead and make sure that your running back that's been gaining all the yards gets it. 5-yard gain on that play. That's enough for a 1st down. Good run, good call there. Wilbanks still in the ball game here, and big 53, he's limping out, and it looks like that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. So Ozark down 34-14, trying to make something happen. Stay tuned. Who knows? Anything can still happen in the 4th quarter. Make sure you share this out. Make sure you like it. Make sure that you sub us on YouTube. you want to watch high school sports in the state of Arkansas. We'll be back in just a moment.
D3 Auto Sales in Ozark, a name you've come to know, is the Arkansas winner of the Quality Dealer Award and top 5 dealer in the nation by the NIADA.
Hey, I'm Dare Saul. Thank you to all of our loyal customers who's made D3 Auto Sales the #1 used independent in the state of Arkansas. Customer service and community has always been our main focus here at D3. Why are we different? It's our people, and our vehicles look different. Your color, your style, your financing. Call me now, D3 Auto Sales in Ozark.
Sorry. Oh, hey. Hey, we're back. Oh, my goodness. I'm watching my son. He's crying on the movie, and we're back here. So
I was trying to figure out where that noise was coming from.
Wow.
Crowd mic go crazy.
No, we got the crowd mic. I'm like, what is somebody doing down there?
Somebody's got their cell phone up to the crowd mic. 12 minutes to go here in this ball game. Colby Wilbeck's still out here at quarterback, so you got to wonder what's going on with Wright. Oh, there he is. He's coming back.
Need him back.
Yes, sir. You got to have him back if you got any shot at winning this one. Don't know a lot about Mr. Wilbanks at quarterback, but Mr. Wright is the guy for a reason. He
showed that tonight, that's for sure.
He's been really good so far tonight. I mean, 2 interceptions, but he's run for 64, thrown for 97.
Putting up good stats despite the numbers on the board.
Wright dropping straight back, and that one's short. And I think there was a little miscommunication there on that one. So going to bring up a 3rd down, I believe. Or is it? Have they already changed it? Have they already changed it? Have you changed it? What do you got? Yeah, 2nd down. They changed it quick on the board there.
Sometimes they do.
So 2nd down and 15.
Changed it quick on the
the
stick, too.
No, that's what I'm saying. I was looking, I was like, man. 11 seconds into this 4th quarter of action. Elkins looking really good here. Oh, a little reverse. Oh, my goodness. Wow. What a play there by Haney. Haney has had a heck of a ball game on defense. He was not fooled one bit by that action. 11-yard loss there for the Hillbillies.
That hurts.
Literally.
That hurts.
Literally.
6 yards.
6 yards?
Yep.
Are you sure?
It was 2nd 15.
Okay, never mind. You're right. Goodness gracious, what an arm by Rogers there. I'm sorry, by Wright there. I want to call him Mr. Rogers for some reason. But big play there by the defensive secondary. And now you got 4th down. And again, you're in a spot where do you have any choice at this point?
You don't. It looks like I see a change of personnel, but I mean, when you almost have to get to Bella Vista to get the 1st down,
right?
You have to wonder, you may be able to kick it that far.
My goodness.
4th down and 20. That's not a good spot for the Hillbillies.
A lot of energy in this building today. I feel like that's helped Elkins quite a bit. Play this one at Ozark. Who knows what might happen.
We were talking pregame, Brad. We were talking pregame about, what we expected out of this game, and we thought, on paper it looks pretty even. It's a pretty evenly looking matchup on paper, but who we're going to give the advantage to? And I said, well, home game.
Home team
has the home field advantage does mean something, and we're looking around. And we see the crowd, and we see the festivities. Flag on the play, by the way, down at the 32-yard line. But we knew that this was going to be an electric environment, and it certainly has not disappointed.
It's definitely played out that way. Pottsville 48, Clinton 39, 11:08 to play in that one. That one's a fun one. You can tell you what, I'm going to share that one just in case. Just in case somebody might want to watch that one. Share that one out.
Clinton's a pretty good ball team, too.
So that's going to be a penalty against Ozark, personal foul. So there was just a lot of jawing and different things going on there. And, man, tough for Ozark right now. Things just aren't going their way. A little bit of frustration on the field. And unfortunately for Ozark, it's going to go against them.
Yeah, you can't come out of this deficit within 11 minutes. It's going to take a miracle. And, of course, we've seen miracles on Markham, but I don't see Markham around here.
You got to get some stops. You got to get a turnover probably at this point if you're Ozark, trying to make something happen. Anything, if you're a Hillbilly fan, to get that ball back. You got to.
I'm starting to wonder what is going on in the officiating right now. There's just a long delay, a lot of discussion.
I think they're trying to figure out, are they going to mark it off from the spot of the foul, or are they going to mark it off where the play was dead?
Pull out the rule book. Let's use Google if we need to.
Sometimes these little situations do get tricky.
They get tricky. They really do. And these guys, they are trained well in what they do. And that's, we rely on them to officiate the game. And they're doing a great job. But that's a good thing.
Right.
The fact that they're able to communicate about this and say, hey, what's the right thing? Instead of just saying, oh, we're just going to mark this off. They're having a conference about it, making sure the rules are followed. They're doing what they're supposed to do.
Good job. I think you nailed it right there. Nailed it. Chairs going out in motion. They throw it down here to Williams. The bottom part of your screen on the right-hand side. Ozark, nothing doing on that one. And spot going to be maybe a yard, if that.
Close to the original line. I'm going to give him no gain.
Yeah, that is. I think you're right on that one. Complete pass, no gain.
Wrapped up immediately.
But, that's not as important right now as this clock if you're Elkins. So Elkins looking at the sideline, trying to take the signal. Dizzy Dean. What a great name, Dizzy Dean. If you don't know, the baseball Hall of Famer, great uncle. Deshaun Chairs gets up the middle. And I tell you what, you just almost broke one there. 19-yard gain for Chairs. And Chairs has such big playability when he has the ball. Elkins in the no huddle, but taking their time now. Chairs 16 carries, 105 for Chairs now.
14 seconds on the play clock.
If you actually look at just the yardage, Ozark has actually got more yards.
That's what I'm saying.
Little counter play. Chairs being stopped. Nice sportsmanship there by number 12, Kagan Williams. Just a 1-yard gain for Chairs. This Ozark linebacking core is really coming downhill against the run. Dean calling for the snap, play action. He's got Stone Dean out there on the side. Ball going to be spotted on the 32-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain on that pass. Tell you what, I'm loving the composure of Dizzy Dean. He just has that quarterback-ness. You know what I mean?
He does. He's got the mentality of it. You're standing there looking over at the sideline. He just looks like, a quarterback that's well-versed in the playbook, knows what the coach is thinking, knows what his team is thinking, and he's a leader in that huddle.
Yeah, good job. Good point there. So coming up just below 9 minutes now to play. Elkins slowing it down but still moving the football. They hand it off to Chairs on the counter play. He bounces outside, gets down to the 10, to the 5, touchdown, 32-yard touchdown run. Deshaun Chairs. And again, find me a better running back in the state of Arkansas. I'd like to see him. Deshaun Chairs, 32 yards for the touchdown, second touchdown of the ball game. 18 carries, 138 yards. Elkins up 40-14, extra point pending. Coach Zach Watson coming up here, and is that good? It
And
sure
it looked
is.
like it was wide for a second, but it is good.
We'll talk about Coach Zach Watson when we come back here after the break. 8:45 remaining. Elkins cruising 41-14. We'll be back in just a moment.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Back here at Elkins, 8:45 remaining. Elkins cruising with a 27-point lead, 41-14. Ozark got to do something fast. We've got stoppage of play, penalty, maybe an offsides penalty.
That's what it is. They're going to back it up 5 and re-kick. I'll tell you what, Ozark needs to get some points on the board if they want to avoid having that mercy rule in effect on the next Elkins score. And again, we find ourselves in this situation, Brad. It was a great game the first half.
Well, you know, it's been exciting. It's been an exciting game. I don't know if it's your typical 27-point game by most standards. Lots of chunk plays. It doesn't feel that way.
It doesn't feel like it should be, that big of a discrepancy on the scoreboard.
Massengale takes it, pops out across the 30 down to the 35. He's met, but again, I tell you what, he falls forward every time. Pottsville 49, Clinton 39 right now. Go check out our other one here. $8:40 remaining. Ozark has the ball, Landon Wright motioning Massengale. They're looking down the middle. Good throw. My goodness.
Found the seam.
He threaded that needle. Impressed. I tell you what, I'm impressed by the kid sitting back there throwing the football. 25-yard gain there. And Ozark moving the ball down the field.
Got him on the slant, in stride, in the middle of the zone. That's what you're looking for.
Boy, I mean, a great throw. Great throw there. Now he drops back again. He's got pressure from the backside, throws it. Ball is, what do they got? Incomplete. Ball's incomplete. Probably a good call on that one. 8:17 to go. Time not the friend of the Hillbillies here. And what could be the 4A1 championship game, we don't know that for a fact right now. Carol Harshaw out there watching right now.
There we go. Katie said hi, Grandma.
Right. Hits his man.
Stays in bounds on his feet.
It looks like we may have a lineman for Ozark cramping. 17-yard pickup there. Landon Wright looking good in the passing game right now. He's in a rhythm.
I'm not sure if that's a cramp or if he's injured on that. I can't see the number. But, yeah, it's a cramp. He's looking at his right leg.
Yeah.
Stretching that out.
Still a little bit warm and humid. Not much, though, at least at this point of the ball game. But it started out, it was probably in the 80s.
It was. I'm wearing jeans thinking, did I make the wrong decision tonight? No. As the game has gone on, it has cooled off a little bit outside. That's why the cramps are a little surprising to us, as it's not that warm, hot, muggy day that usually brings on the cramps. But in this case, it could have been the drive up from the pig trail, up from Ozark.
It could be.
The heat on the bus. There's a lot of things that could contribute to it. Hopefully he's all right.
We got a nice drive. We got the pig trail. You did the pig trail too, right?
I did, yeah.
We had a beautiful drive coming up here. I assume that Ozark came up the pig trail.
That's when we went to Ozark to get on the pig trail.
Right.
It's
Ozark-Huntsville used to be a big rivalry there, and they would come up the pig trail on the buses. I know that my dad drove the bus for Ozark a few times up to Huntsville.
saw a lot of motorcycles on the way, too. It's a good day to ride a bike. Of course, not if your name is Petrino, but.
You pass right by the infamous spot there 10 years ago that the football program fell down, but we're back. Right, stepping up, throwing, nice pass again, and I think he's going to get all the way in, and he does. What an effort there by Hayden Medlock. Big play there by Hayden Medlock. Hayden, I think I know who your dad is. 23-yard touchdown pass from Landon Wright to Hayden Medlock. Nice play there on both ends. Touchdown gets Ozark to 20. Their extra point pending. Extra point is up. It's good. Ozark cuts it to 20-point advantage. 7:57 to go. We'll go to a break, and we'll be back here in just a moment.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
We're back here on the Arkansas Sports Network Game of the Week. You got to figure that something here is going to happen. It looks like Ozark is lining up for the onside kick. They tried the onside kick earlier in the ball game and wasn't able to execute that. And so now here they are.
Needing an execution big
really
time.
Needing something good to happen on the onside kick. And they do kick it. Ball gets
got
through.
The bounce
Elkins,
they look for too.
Elkins gets it, though. Ball going to be on the 42. Yeah, they got a good bounce on that one, but probably went a little further than they wanted it to go. And now time is the friend of the Elks, not the friend of the Hillbillies. And really, you think if Elkins will just take care of the football for the rest of the game, they've got a chance to get a leg up in this 1-4A matchup.
Definitely, absolutely. 7:52 remaining, and 3 timeouts for each team. So I mean, we could play a little bit of clock management game if you wanted to, but if you're Elks, you're looking at that snap clock, riding at 15 and counting, and just keep milking it down.
Chairs gets out to the 35. Late flag coming in. So that's going to be about 4 yards on the play. So what do we got? What's the flag? Holding on Elkins.
Had a lot of stops in play in the last half. It really hasn't been as fluid of a played game in the second half as it was in the first. A little bit disjointed from a management standpoint as far as officiating goes.
So the holding penalty does come at the end of the run there. Chairs coming off the counter action. He's across the 50. He's got one man to beat. He's knocked out of bounds. Nice run there from Deshaun Chairs. And I tell you what, again, quickness, man. I mean, just unbelievable quickness there. That is a 42-yard gain for Chairs.
My goodness, watching Chairs on that replay, he just turns on those jets and gets to moving when he gets in the open field.
So, big chunk plays have been the story of this ball game. Elkins with 351 total yards. Rushing game really taking a step up here in the second half. 204 total rushing yards. Shifting going on in the Elkins offense. Chairs making something happen. He gets down, really nowhere to go there.
Gave up on that one. He lost his footing.
So 3-yard gain there for Mr. Chairs. 7:15 to go now. Clock is ticking. If you're Ozark right now, you got to try to strip it. Try to get that ball loose. Try to get it back in your hands.
And hope you have some plays that's going to get somebody open and get them free. If you can get it back without getting some more points on the board, you got a chance, but you're going to have to do it quick.
Ball thrown out to Aiden Williams. Williams picking up a few yards there. Clock still running. Just to pick up a 2 on that one. Makes it 3rd down and 5. Williams 5 catches, 70 yards tonight for the Elks. Again, Elkins running the no huddle, but they're running the 4-minute offense right now. Chairs get it up the field here. Gets down to the 25-yard line. So 4th down and about 2 yards to go. After that pickup of 3 for Chairs. Chairs now approaching 200 on the game, 190.
He's hit that 1,000-yard mark and kept on trucking.
Well, he needed 67, and so he's got 190 now. So he's trying to get 1,200.
6 seconds. May get a timeout here.
That is what's going to happen. Elkins going to take a quick timeout. We'll take one with them. 5 minutes and 46 seconds to go here in the 4th quarter of action. We'll be back in a moment.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Over the years, you've seen me wear a lot of hats and do a lot of crazy stuff to get your attention, but we are Arkansas's Quality Dealer of the Year, and it's because we care about our people and our vehicles look different. We specialize in leveled and lifted trucks, and we make the process easy. D3Autosales.com.
No. We're back here on the Arkansas Sports Network. Game of the week. 5:45 to play. Elkins coming out 4th down and 2. Really, at this point, just trying to keep the ball as much as anything. And we'll see what they drew up here. I wouldn't be shocked to see a little play action and dragging Stone Dean out to the left-hand side.
The clock will stop if they don't get the first down here, though. So you got to get the 2.
So Dean goes in motion to the right. Chairs gets the direct snap. He gets up. That's going to be enough for a first. They spotted at the 20-yard line. That was enough for a first down. 23 carries now, 194 for Chairs. Man, when you pick up those chunk plays, those yards add up quick. He's got runs of 36, 32, and 42 tonight. Gets it, hands it off, gets down. Good play there by Gavin Gilbreth. And that's going to be a loss of 2 there.
All the Elks is worrying about right now is staying in bounds. Don't stop the clock. We don't need any injuries, nothing like that. Stop the clock if you're an Elkins Elk. Time's short on your hands if you're a Hillbilly, though.
Yeah.
There's just time is literally ticking away.
Time. Oh, I don't know.
There you go. We don't have rights to that music, Brown.
Right. Good point. We probably would get struck for that,
hey,
wouldn't
listen,
we?
when we go to a break, we'll have a duet on it.
Dean looking down the field. He's got Stone Dean. Easy touchdown right there. And that pretty much is going to do it. Stone Dean, 23-yard touchdown reception from Dizzy Dean. And that's a touchdown, and that's Elkins 47 points tonight. They are putting it on the board. Impressive tonight are the Elkins Elks. Wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. Absolutely impressive. They have done everything that they have wanted to do tonight.
Okay, we'll go to a quick break. 4:29 to go. 48-21. Elkins with the lead. We'll be back in just a moment.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it because first is who we are.
Thank you to Arkansas Tech University, D3 Auto Sales, and the Arkansas Army National Guard, all along with Heirloom Legal, making all of this possible. We do appreciate all of our sponsors that help us make this happen. Ozark gets the ball at the up back position, and nothing doing there. And Ozark going to get the ball at about, what are we calling here? Ozark ball, okay. Ball on the 30-yard line. Ozark going to get the ball, and really, at this point, not a lot that can be said other than the final score is the only thing in doubt.
That's it. And of course, you start looking at the point situation and trying to get the most points. Can you get the 13 back?
Probably not. That last touchdown pretty much put that out of reach, you would think. Elkins with 388 total yards tonight. Ozark 377. Rogers trying to go outside.
He snapped the ball a little early. The quarterback was not expecting it. Everybody was just kind of like, was that a false start or not? But they didn't blow it dead, so he's like, I guess I'll just run with it.
And that's going to be a loss of, well, just a few inches out. We'll make it officially 1, but just a few inches there. Looks like Pottsville ended up winning the ball game.
Well, that gave him a 2-yard loss on that, Brad.
Yeah, really.
My goodness.
Looked like where they were going to spot it originally, it was just going to be a slight loss.
Yeah, I agree. It looked like just an inch or two, but that's not the case here. Halfback pass.
Looking deep.
Lost it in the air.
And that was actually, that was Colby Wilbanks on the throw.
Receiver running the route was looking over his shoulder towards the sideline. The ball was thrown more toward the inside of the field, so the receiver's turning from his left to his right, lost it in the seam. Had he not lost that step, that may have been 6.
Elkins seemed to be not too full by it, but he did have a step on him.
He did have a step, and I think had that pass been thrown a little bit towards the outside, the receiver may have been able to find it a little better.
Right, rolling right. Ball through the hands of the intended target, which was number 8, Parker Stain. Brings up 4th and 12, and I assume the Hillbillies are going to punt. And I think this is it.
That was the last chance to get something going. They're not going to kick it, but
they're not going to punt.
I mean, got to give them credit where credit's due.
Yeah. Hey, look, if you get beat by 100, if you get beat by 100, you get beat by 1, you still get beat.
That's it.
Ball was intended for Colby Wilbanks, and Ozark turns it over on downs, and that pretty much going to do it here. 3:58 to go. Like I said, the only thing in doubt, final score and then a few stats at this point. But, good battle here by the Hillbillies. I know things didn't go their way, a couple things here and a couple things there, and we would have a much different ball game than we had. Breaks didn't go their way, but, Elkins tonight has been super impressive. I would say even more impressive than what they were when we were up here against Gravett.
Definitely so, and, both of these teams, Gravett is also a quality opponent, and they've been pretty dominating.
Handoff goes up the middle.
Ball runs into Ozark Hillbilly inside defense.
And I'm trying to see who.
He'll lose the yard.
We got a flag on the play. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Elkins.
A little bit of extracurricular activity.
Yes. And the one guy that we don't have on the roster, which I feel like I should know the kid's name, is number 9 here for Elkins. We had him last time, but we don't have the original rosters that we had before.
That's something we're going to have to remedy in the future.
For sure. Well, 15 yards on the penalty for Elkins, and I guess if you're going to gripe about anything, if you're Elkins, 9 penalties for 90 yards tonight.
Second and 25.
But the clock is running.
Clock is running. Let me get that going.
Oh, ball on the ground. Dean is sacked for another loss. Big loss there.
Number 66, inside man, Hillbilly defense getting through.
5-yard loss for Dizzy Dean right there. Still impressed with that 29-yard touchdown run that he had early in this ball game. Surprised everybody in the stadium, probably including himself.
Right.
I want to thank Katie Harshaw for doing the camera work tonight. She's done a great job. Appreciate her. Handoff goes on the counter action off the left-hand side. Across the 40, across the 35.
Oh my goodness. He brought some wood on that one, Brad. He lowered the shoulder and said, hey, I'm going to go over here for a minute.
Right.
And I'm not going to let anybody stop me.
25-yard gain on the run. Still not enough for a first down, believe it or not.
3rd down and 5 at this point.
Yes. So big run there by number 9, who we don't have.
Now they're going to say 4th down and 8.
Oh, so the ball's on the 28. Looked like they were going to spot on the 25.
Yeah, they moved it. They moved it.
What are we doing here? What are we doing, guys? You're killing us.
Killing us.
So 4th and 8, 1:55 remaining. Coach Zach Watson going to take a timeout. Let's take a quick one with him. We'll be back here in just a moment with more of the game of the week right after this.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
Over the years, you've seen me wear a lot of hats and do a lot of crazy stuff to get your attention, but we are Arkansas's Quality Dealer of the Year, and it's because we care about our people and our vehicles look different. We specialize in leveled and lifted trucks, and we make the process easy. D3Autosales.com.
Give D3 Auto Sales an opportunity at your business, and they will do you right. $500 off just by saying that you were associated with the Arkansas Sports Network. Heard them right here. So make sure that you give the largest independent auto sales in the state of Arkansas a try. I know it's in eastern Arkansas, but
it's
hey,
worth the drive.
Worth
We've
the
been
drive.
there. Good selection.
Handoff goes.
Uh-oh. They read that one.
Yes.
Snuffed it out.
And that's going to be a loss of 3 on the play, and that is going to turn the ball over on downs. Jaquay Walters on the carry. 1:45 to play now. Ozark will drop their first conference game of the season. Fall behind Elkins in the standings. Now they've got to figure out what's going to happen here. I'm going to pull some schedules here in just a second. Looking downfield, that's intercepted. Nice play there by Sean Bodie. What a play by Sean Bodie there. And, they were just trying to make something happen down the field, and a great play on the defensive end by Sean Bodie. I mean, Katie thinks it's so good, she's doing the Macarena right now.
That's it, man.
I mean, that's how good it was. Landon Wright, he's thrown 3 picks tonight, but I got to give him a lot of credit. He's had a lot of moxie. And
he has battled.
He has definitely battled tonight. We got some excited Elkins fans in front of us here.
Got to do what you got to do when your team's ahead. Uh-oh.
5-yard gain on the play. They're going to give him 6. Well, Elkins really putting a hold on this first place here in the 1-4A with this victory tonight. And, I mean, they've looked every bit of the best team in this conference tonight. You got to give them a lot of credit.
I'd be curious to see if there's anybody in this conference that's going to be able to dethrone what Elkins has going right now.
So, Ozark, last 2 games, Gravett, that's going to be a big one next week at Ozark. Walter picking up the first down, running over somebody, and I tell you what, he is not afraid. I tell you what, this kid hardly got any carries tonight. Look at him go. So it gets all the way down to about the.
Uh-oh, it's coming back.
We got a holding? Is that right?
Holding on Elkins.
Ref and the coach having a conversation about what happened.
Look, what did he do? Ref said he grabbed him by his jersey and slung him to the side.
So Ozark and Gravett going to be a big game next week.
That is going to be a big
sure.
one. Ozark and Gravett at Ozark. And, we've done games from Ozark, too, and we know that is a fun environment as well. So, that one would be one worth with visiting and going to if you're in that area next week.
Gentry and Lincoln both left on the Elkins schedule as well at Gentry. Going to be a tough one next week for the Elks. I mean, Gentry's kind of still in that mix for conference supremacy here. And really, if they could beat Elkins next week, would really put themselves in a good position. Ozark beat Gentry last week, I believe by about 30, but it was a very high-scoring ball game. I think Ozark got 60 last week, if I'm not mistaken.
Both of these teams hung up some pretty good numbers last week.
Yes, they did.
And that should be the final play, Brad. There's 19 on the clock, 35 on the play clock.
Congratulations, Elkins. They picked up a big victory. Ozark was the favorite team coming into the season, and Elkins really put themselves in a good position. So we want you to stay tuned with us. We're going to have scores from around the state. We're going to bring some players up here to talk about the victory tonight. Elkins Elks 48, Ozark Hillbillies 21. We'll be back here in just a moment with more of the Arkansas Sports Network coverage of the Game of the Week.
We see you. Your incredible potential and willpower set you apart. You're first to take that leap of faith. First to get to work. First to solve the problem. No burden should be carried alone. We'll be there. Every step, day, challenge. First is your destiny. We get it because first is who we are.
D3 Auto Sales in Ozark, a name you've come to know, is the Arkansas winner of the Quality Dealer Award and Top 5 Dealer in the Nation by the NIADA.
Hey, I'm Dare Saul. Thank you to all of our loyal customers who's made D3 Auto Sales the #1 used independent in the state of Arkansas. Customer service and community has always been our main focus here at D3. Why are we different? It's our people, and our vehicles look different. Your color, your style, your financing. Call me now, D3 Auto Sales in Ozark.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire. I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
There comes a time in all of our lives when we need the help of legal services. Well, let Leah Jacobs at Heirloom Legal at 425 North Church Street in Atkins be your go-to when you are needing assistance. If you're needing a will or a trust, maybe you're helping an elder parent with Medicaid issues, or planning on opening a brand new business, maybe you have another legal need. Jacobs can help you plan your next step. That's Heirloom Legal, helping families build and protect their legacy through estate, elder, and business planning. Call 501-819-2553, and walk-ins are welcome.
D3 Auto Sales in Ozark, a name you've come to know, is the Arkansas winner of the Quality Dealer Award and top 5 dealer in the nation by the NIADA.
Hey, I'm Dare Saul. Thank you to all of our loyal customers who's made D3 Auto Sales the #1 used independent in the state of Arkansas. Customer service and community has always been our main focus here at D3. Why are we different? It's our people, and our vehicles look different. Your color, your style, your financing. Call me now, D3 Auto Sales in Ozark.
Okay, we're back here on the Arkansas Sports Network coverage of the game of the week. I think you got a typo there, 386 total for Elkins. That's okay.
Is it 386?
Yeah, 386. Very even stat numbers really tonight. If you look at the stats overall, 375 for Ozark, 386 for Elkins. It was the turnover and then the play down here right before the half where Ozark got inside the 5, but Elkins was able to stop them, keep that lead at 10. And really Elkins had a great game plan in the second half because Ozark had 210, I believe, at the half rushing. They end up with 213 for the game.
Yeah, so definitely able to turn things around, but didn't convert that into points, and that's where it really mattered the most. And Elkins was able to stretch that lead away when Ozark is unable to convert all of the good things that they were able to do tonight into points.
Yeah, and boy, Elkins really converted, and then a couple interceptions. One for a touchdown, one goes all the way down to the 3-yard line. Ozark actually kept them out of the end zone that time. But it was just, there was a lot of Elkins Elks tonight. It was a lot of good things. But I tell you right now, Ozark, you take a couple turnovers away, and this turnover on downs inside the 5-yard line there, and this game's completely different.
This game's completely different. You convert that 14-point swing, which what it ended up being, and a lot of things could have went differently.
So we're waiting on some players. Hopefully we'll get them up here in just a moment, but let's give you some individual stats for Elkins. 24 carries, 192 yards. Deshaun Chairs, 2 touchdowns, one from 5 yards out, one from 32 yards out. Dizzy Dean had a great night tonight. 16 of 21, 172, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Stone Dean had 4 catches, 58 yards, and a touchdown. Aiden Williams also had a touchdown. Five catches for 70 yards for him as well. So great night here for the Elkins Elks. 1-4A conference. You look at Elkins right now, and we talked to Coach Zach Watson before the game. He was talking about how he feels like he's even ahead of schedule with this ball club tonight because they have just been, I guess when he came up here, I don't know that he quite expected them to be as good as they are right now.
I don't think so. I think, we knew this was going to be an evenly matched game, but I don't think we expected the speed that Elkins was able to present tonight.
Oh, man, they were fantastic tonight. Let's get some scores from around the state.
Well, the one that really sticks out as I'm kind of going through these final scores, the one that you don't see very often, Camden and Harmony Grove 60, Fordyce 14.
Whoa. Wow.
You don't see that kind of score very often.
Not with Fordyce.
Not with Fordyce being involved.
For sure. Camden Harmony Grove, I know they are really a good football team, and they proved it tonight for sure.
Trying to find any other big-time matchups that we're looking for
Pocahontas is 41-7 over Jonesboro Westside. The only reason I say that is they've got a kid that is approaching the state touchdown record of 98 for career. He's approaching that record.
Prairie Grove 45, Alma 30, so that was a pretty good game down the road.
Little Rock Parkview 42-28 over Magnolia. That was 35-28 at the half, so there were some adjustments made there.
Of course, we were following that Pottsville game.
Right. That ended up being 56-39, Pottsville with the victory on that one.
And we have some other scores that aren't marked as final. Let's kind of take a look at some of those. P. Ridge 47, Clarksville 14.
Clarksville having a hard time this year for sure. Got Bentonville over Rogers 44-16. Fayetteville over Springdale 28-0. And Robinson took the lead over Mills 21-14.
Remember at the half we were talking about a score that was a little perplexing to me. That was the Little Rock Hall Lamar score. Lamar did something at the half. They came back and ended up defeating Hall 64-26.
Yeah, that was a big one. We're going to have to probably go remind them about coming up here, or they're not going to come up here. What do you? Yeah. Let's just wrap it up. That's all right. So we do want to say we appreciate the folks here at Elkins for having us here today. Who knows? We may be back for the playoffs. You just don't ever know. We'll be somewhere in the playoffs, maybe two somewheres before it's all said and done. But we'll have next week. We have 4A state volleyball tournament playoffs.
That'll be fun.
All 14 games leading up to the Spa City. You don't want to miss that if you're interested in 4A state volleyball. And I'll tell you right now, if you haven't given volleyball a chance, you really need to give it an opportunity.
It's a very exciting sport. We got into volleyball going, well, it's something that's fun that we can do, and not really knowing a whole lot about what it takes to broadcast a volleyball match. But, let me tell you, volleyball is one of the most exciting high school sports you're going to find in the state of Arkansas.
That's right. And then also our final game of the regular season is going to be Arkadelphia and Malvern. We're looking forward to being there. So a lot of good things going on here at the Arkansas Sports Network. If you haven't liked us on Facebook, do so. If you haven't subscribed to us on YouTube, do so. We do appreciate you joining us here on tonight's broadcast. Again, Elkins with the big victory in the 1-4A conference over Ozark. And we'll be back next week with the 4A state volleyball tournament.